Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and selamat petang guys. Salam sejahtera. Welcome to NFT Review Show. Thank you semua yang datang, okay, ataupun yang mendengar secara live ataupun recorded session di YouTube aku. Thank you so much guys. Okay, so kali ni kita di episod yang kelima. Okay, kita akan interview empat artis ataupun project di pentas. Okay, so nanti kita akan perkenalkan satu persatu. Alright, before that, a little bit disclaimer. Semua ni hanyalah kita orang punya knowledge and kita orang punya by experience. So, semua komen-komen ni dia bukanlah tak semestinya betul, okay, but if it's good you guys can take it and use it on your project. Okay, kalau ada kekurangan apa-apa kita orang minta maaf. Okay, macam aku cakap tadi, semua ni hanyalah berdasarkan pengalaman dan ilmu yang kami ada. Alright, and of course semuanya masih ada ruang untuk improve, so hopefully kita sama-sama belajar lah on today's session. Okay. And all the projects ini kita orang hanya review je, okay, but before you guys nak maybe membeli ke NFT diorang, okay, you guys nak support the creators, of course do your own research. Okay, mungkin boleh berkenalan lagi lebih on the artist or the creator, okay, lepas session kali ni lah. Okay, so kita orang tak claim apa-apa, so hopefully semua orang enjoy the session and feel free untuk tanya apa-apa, okay, yang hadir dalam Discord ni. If you guys have any question, okay, tak kisahlah during apa, just unmute yourself and tanya terus lah. Kalau you guys ada masalah dengan mic, boleh je tanya di no mic lah. Okay, so kalau aku tak perasan soalan tu, maybe kalau you guys yang perasan boleh bagi tahu aku lah ada soalan kat no mic. Okay, sebab aku tengah tengok dua screen. Okay, so mungkin akan terlepas pandang lah. But anyway, itu sahaja for the intro. Jom kita teruskan. Okay, tanpa masa kita invite the first creator. Okay, maybe kita boleh invite Kiwi. Kiwi, are you there, Kiwi?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, hi Kiwi, welcome. Okay, mungkin boleh
Hello.
introduce yourself first and what's your, your art kat
Mm,
pentas
mm,
ni.
mm. Okay, let's see. Hi, the Binary Girl on TikTok and Twitter, and on Instagram. And also my pentas is also the Binary Girl. So what I do is pixel art. So far, I'm doing pixel art of chibi profile pictures of girls and boys. So I'm really new to NFT. I started 2 weeks ago, and I started not knowing anything. I didn't know what minting was. I didn't know what floor price was. And I honestly started because I wanted to show off my art, and I wanted to be in a part of a community where they enjoy art. And when I first saw NFT, I was surprised how well pixel art and a lot more art was accepted. So that's why when my friend decided to invite me, I decided to try lah. So just like I said, Kiwi memang I don't know a lot about NFT, and most of the thing, especially at the start, my friend is the one who has helped me set up everything. So I plan to grow as I go. While I am doing a pixel profile picture right now, there's a chance that my art will change, and I might provide more than just this kind of art style in my pentas. Right now, I'm only an artist. I don't think I'm a project. I don't know about the future, but to be honest, hari ini baru Kiwi faham what a project really is, like properly. And I don't think I consider myself a project. So Kiwi nak talk about what I've done so far. So far for this past 2 weeks, Kiwi dah dropped 2 batches. The first batch was Ritsu. So Ritsu had 10 pieces. And then the second batch was a few days ago, and it was called the Elemental series. So both batch, thankfully, was received positively, and both batch got sold out within 24 hours. So Kiwi is planning to drop weekly. Hopefully, every Wednesday there will be a new drop with different themes. At least that is the goal. So I am still trying to figure out a lot of things and to organize myself. Kiwi, Kiwi don't. I don't have a proper plan for the future. I have a general idea, tapi it's not really specific. And for my roadmap, it's still ongoing. But I can say that if I have the chance, I would like to be able to provide for certain schools that are not so lucky. I want to provide classes every 2 weeks that is art related for children. So yeah, that is so far about me.
Alright, okay. Thank you so much, Kiwi. Okay, mungkin untuk sesiapa yang kurang jelas, macam Kiwi basically dia just an artist for now. Dia pun ada DM me sebelum start. Okay, so basically dia hopefully dia tak ada apa-apa plan lagi untuk jadikan all this as a project. Okay, dia just an artist, and that's why tadi I pun cakap dengan dia, don't worry kan, biasalah orang ramai je yang basically tak tahu what to do kan. Diorang pada buat art but tak tahu nak buat apa dengan art dia, right? So that's why kita kat sini lah. Okay, maybe kita boleh invite Nyei, kau yang pilih kan. Mungkin any question or idea or you nak comment?
Alright. Hi semua. Hi Kiwi. First of all, sebab apa aku pilih ni, sebab dia punya pixel cantik tau. Cantik gila. Right?
Setuju.
Your artwork reminds me of course Loki. Yeah, I think that's one of the prominent artists, pixel artists in pentas. Okay. And also selfie girls lah. Okay.
Same.
Siapa yang same? Anyway, their artworks full of colours, memang comel, dah cantik lah. So, this is my opinion je lah, my opinion. I believe you already have the base, yeah. Kalau I tengok you punya Ritsu and also you punya Elementals tu, the face is the base, and
Yeah,
then you
it is a base.
you change the hairs, and then you add the elementals and whatnot. It would be great if you can make them consistent. What I mean is that make them as a series instead of it's like a different series now. Okay. Again, I quote like damsel. Okay, from start to until now, Loki released damsels, a woman whereby she changed dia punya features lah. Okay. So me as a collector would be able to relate lah. Okay, your series instead of from 1 to 10 is one thing, from the next is a different thing. But that is just my opinion lah. Okay. Other than that, it would be nice if you have numbers as well lah.
Yeah, I think there's definitely gonna be in my future plans, like to put like just one collectible with the numbers, and while they have different themes, they are still in one category. But I still need to figure out how I want to start and the name and everything. But it is an ongoing thing right now to start that.
Okay, great. Other than that, I believe sooner or later, perhaps, we can expect some animation as well. Yeah.
I have to practice that, but
no, I mean no pressure lah. But I do expect at one point you will come up with a bombastic punya animation, and that will be awesome lah for your collectors and also for your future collectors. Other than that, perhaps ada panel boleh tambah dulu.
Chicky mungkin nak tambah apa dulu? Oh, Dad tengok macam dah unmute tu, Dad. Ke Chicky atau Dad? Siapa dulu lah.
Dah.
Okay, kalau Ciki cakap ke aku hilang point aku. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Dah.
Okay, Binary Girl.
Yes.
Kenapa binary? Tak ada decimal ke apa ke? Ya, okay. Solid. Okay. Dah pernah try collection features?
Not yet, but I'm planning to experiment with it. Like try lah.
Okay, lepas ni boleh je separatekan element series dengan Ritsu series. Okay, Ritsu ni ada macam target ke nak release berapa?
Well, so this is the thing, like, because I didn't know where to start, right? My friend decided cakap like I should try to do one character for just like 1 to 10, right? So that's what I did lah until 10. So I didn't think that I would continue, but it is a possibility that I will. Like sometimes I'll just drop more Ritsu punya series, but I'm not really sure because like I said, I don't have much planned out. I will drop every week, but I've already have themes for all of them. And my when I was talking to my friend, they were saying that yeah, we can stop Ritsu series here and continue with others.
But I think better you stick with Ritsu lah sebab macam establish your own brand. Nampak Ritsu je kena itu Binary Girl, bukannya Decimal Girl ke apa kan?
Faham?
Okay, so ada plan nak buat I don't know custom for holders?
Sorry?
Custom made girls for holder or
custom made, I think so, but I haven't really thought about it. I mean, like macam mana nak buat, you know? Like kalau if a holder holds how many, like stuff like that. So it hasn't crossed my mind yet.
Alright, cool. Maybe you can play around with your elemental series. You can combine those elementals to become one, or I don't know.
Thank you. I'll consider it.
Kiwi.
Yeah.
Just to add further on that punya apa tu point, if should you decide to say reward your holders who hold a certain number of your NFTs kan, perhaps you can try a custom the Ritsu or whatever the elementals according to your holders punya image or their brands lah. That's one of the thing that you can do. Yeah, for example, kalau let's say lah Fauzan lepas ni dia sim, dia nak beli almost every of the Ritsus lah kan. Perhaps you can do a Kur-Kur punya Ritsu lah, something like that. Yeah, that's one of the suggestion lah. Should you decide to pursue
so
that,
like a Ritsu inspired by them kan?
Yeah, something like that. Or if he wants his own face to become Ritsu also can. Depending on what you guys punya what you punya plan lah.
Aku tak boleh bayang muka aku jadi Ritsu pun. But
cantik
okay, just tambah kat situ juga. I mean, if you want to, you know, nak bagi benefit pada your holder macam tu kan, but make sure ada some macam rules lah. Okay, tak boleh lah senang-senang dapat custom macam tu. Okay, sebab kita ni pun, I mean, kita basically NFT ni pun macam somehow business kan. You take time juga untuk buat the artwork kan. So what if everyone dapat custom, tak balik modal lah kan. So maybe like mungkin siapa yang ada 3 Ritsu, you know, get the benefit. Okay, boleh minta just untuk, you know, sama ataupun mungkin sekali-sekala you boleh, kalau rule tu macam tak jalan kan, orang just nak collect satu je, then you boleh buat giveaway for holder kan. Sebab so dia biar orang excited tapi tak senang nak dapat. Kan kita business kan, mana boleh bagi free gift macam tu je kan.
That's true.
True. Lagipun Kiwi pun baru start and the total NFT that you produce is 14. Well, perhaps I think you still got some time. Maybe when you reach 50, then you can do some special event lah, like Fauzan said. In the meantime, keep producing and think about it lah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Thank you.
I think macam macam Dad kata lah, it's good kalau you boleh continue dia punya Ritsu punya series ni lah. Sebab kalau you do banyak sangat benda awal-awal ni, so orang susah nak ingat sikit. So at least kita just make sure do the branding on the Ritsu first kan. Okay, sampai orang uh, tahu lah Kiwi Ritsu, Ritsu tu Kiwi, you know. Sampai macam tu, maybe you boleh introduce another series lah. Uh, Sayang lah, I think Ritsu punya karakter ni boleh jadi macam-macam kan. Dia boleh pakai topi ke, dia boleh pakai hoodie, dia boleh macam-macam spec. Okay, and you dah ada the base. So tak perlu nak somehow bersusah payah untuk cari new ideas. And just cantikkan Ritsu dalam pelbagai aksesori je. And benda tu juga, I mean, ni I cakap macam mana I know as artist kita of course nak buat macam-macam kan, tapi you know nak bagi perspektif yang bila collector tengok you consistent kan, so dia macam somehow yakin lah dengan you punya project. Sebab you punya project ni dah somehow macam collectibles tau, dia bukan go for fine art ke macam tu. So it's good kalau ada consistency tu. So macam okay, tak adalah macam you actually tukar-tukar je. Sebab kalau tukar-tukar sangat, what if kalau you produce contoh macam ni kan, Elemental series. Of course lah Elemental series ni nampak macam lagi shock daripada Ritsu punya series kan. So the Ritsu punya series ni mungkin akan susah flip. So kesian lah dengan holder-holder awal yang kita ni. Faham? Dapatlah idea dia. Ya kalau kita compare first one ni, Ritsu one ni dengan yang api ni, of course lah api ni lagi cantik kan. So orang mungkin dah tak pandang sangat yang the first one ni. So kesian lah bayi awal lah. Kita kalau boleh nak everyone dapat the same treatment lah kan, macam tu. So it's still up to you, okay, but I recommend just go on dulu dengan Ritsu. Mungkin kalau macam you tengok macam Ritsu punya market macam dah suam-suam ke kan, kat situ baru you boleh mungkin fikir nak do some event ke, ataupun tiba-tiba Ritsu special ke, special edition, ataupun you nak introduce kawan Ritsu, you know, another character, something like that lah.
Sorry, can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so I'm actually a collector, yeah?
Yeah.
So regarding your point whether Kiwi should make more Ritsu, right?
Yeah.
So if Kiwi were to make more Ritsu and dropping out every week, the old Ritsu will not be as much valuable because there is Ritsu coming out every week. You know, so I rather buy the new one than buy the old one.
Alright.
So
Sorry,
you know, so
continue.
the old one cannot be flipped because Kiwi is making Ritsu. So why would I buy an old one if I can buy a new one at a cheaper price? Isn't it? So what I can tell from Kiwi's strategy right now, she's trying to make like some sort of like series with different characters a bit, so that each character is valuable to the holder. It is unique to them. So let's say the 10 holders that got Ritsu, if she did not make any more Ritsu, it will be special because there's only these Ritsu.
True.
Yeah, so I wanna like, if anybody have like more idea, and of course I wanna hear from Kiwi opinion as well.
Can I chime in to Omar? Yeah. I do have a different perspective to Omar. I hope I pronounced your name right. Right.
Yeah, that's right. Go ahead.
Yeah. Even if say Kiwi producing more Ritsus in the future, yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean that the older, or say the earlier Ritsus are less valuable. In fact, if somehow Kiwi becomes a big say household name, yeah, his earlier release might become more valuable than we think, yeah. Because why? They are considered the genesis of Kiwi's creation. Okay. So yeah, we have seen this before. Again, I have to quote Denzel lah. Okay, Denzel has been selling very well. Yeah, every release sold out. And at one point, when a whale comes in and swoop the damsels, yeah, he or she does not only swoop the say the newest release. He or she will also go through and goes down and say buy the earlier release as well. I've seen that the earlier release, for example, the floor price was very low, like 0.01, end up being sold like 0.25, 0.3 and above. Okay, so to me, it's not a concern. Yeah. Plus, when Kiwi release more resources in the future, she will not put. Okay, for example lah, she's now releasing at the earlier
0.03.
release is 0.03. That floor price will not maintain the same. Okay, let's say at 50, say 30 or 250 resources, the floor price might be 0.06, zero point 0.1, who knows. Okay, so whoever that unable to get the earlier resource, he or she might want to browse through and find the earlier release in the secondary just because he or she want to own a Ritsu. Yeah, so that's my opinion lah. Okay.
Okay, thank you for your opinion. I do somehow agree with you because that's the way to increase the Ritsu floor price, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and if Kiwi were to make different series every time, it would be like jump out all over the place.
Yeah.
It's a bit messy, right?
Yeah.
Well, we as a collectors or as a friends, we also wants to see more from Kiwi, but since she just started in this scene, yeah, let's
Mm.
see more resources or what I say a more consistent works, and so that at the same time she can also build her own community. Yeah, and after that, whatever that she produce, since we also now have collections, that will not be an issue for people to buy. Yeah, or anything that Kiwi release, I want to go and buy. Yeah, something like that. And
Mm.
one more thing, if I may add, let's say the earlier release of Ritsu, you see the design is a bit basic, but along the way, Kiwi producing a better and better artworks. I think that's normal, and I think that's very good because why?
Those
It
are the
shows.
classics.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the classic, and at the same time, it shows her growth as an artist. Okay, and her growth will make the collectors proud, and also say the product more valuable lah. So whoever that buys now can easily flip in the future. That I can say lah. That's what we have seen to other artists in pentas at least lah, or OpenSea. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Yeah, I think especially in pentas, most collectors, bought the NFT to support the creators, not really into the utility and stuff, right? Since pentas is like very small community, and so I think the growth of the creator is the utility itself lah, what the collector want to see actually. But thank you so much, Omar, for the questions and for the input. I really appreciate it. Maybe Chicky, you want to add something?
Hello, now it's my turn already.
Persila
Okay,
kat
hi
situ.
Kiwi. Hi Kiwi, I'm Shiki here. So I've been seeing your artwork and I think I really love it so much because the detail, wow. What software are you used to make this?
I'm using Procreate on my iPad.
Oh, you are using Procreate. Okay. So usually for one artwork for an example lah, how long did you need to finish for one drawing?
Okay, so for the Ritsu one, I'll talk about the Ritsu first. So for the Ritsu one, I made a base and I made like each of the accessories different. So
Okay, the trade.
in total, everything it took me like this is like from scratch to the accessories to different hair. it took me about a month or so to completely have everything. But for the like elemental series, the elemental series, it took me 2 days for each, roughly 2 days, I say, because
2 days
for
for
the
each. Alright.
yeah, plus or minus, like without stop lah. If we stop, then it'll be longer lah. Because
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I did see the background, the detail is so wow. Because I'm love in pixel art as well. Because that's why I said that how long did you make this? So saya rasa memang benda ni macam ambil yang masa yang lama lah. So kita understandable lah. So hari tu untuk floor price yang elemental berapa Kiwi letak? 0.06.
Yes, 0.06.
Okay, 0.06. Okay, apapun actually this is a good artwork and then saya rasa potential sangat banyak dan macam Kiwi cakap tadi, Kiwi pun baru dalam 2 minggu kan join untuk community ni and then Odet pun saya rasa tak terlambat untuk welcome. So welcome to the pentas and the pentas community.
Thank you so much.
Okay, and then kita semua kat sini sedang belajar and then macam ni kalau kita tengok kat sini Kiwi punya artwork mostly start daripada Ritsu and then starting from Ritsu 08 towards 010 dia punya detail tu dah makin bertambah kan, so kita nampak dia punya evolving. So saya rasa in future banyak lagi tracks boleh buat, jadi dia menarik lah. So and then Elemental series ni pun saya rasa menarik juga. So macam tadi Risu cakap, Risu kata Risu masih lagi bukannya macam collectibles kan, masih lagi macam art kan. So lepas ni agak-agak Kiwi nak buat macam mana untuk for the Ritsu project?
If we're talking about Ritsu project, I would probably start reconsidering whether how I would approach everything. Sebab in honesty, like I have a few drops ready for like this week and next week, basically, and they're semua different theme kan. So I'm like, if you can see like Kiwi buat macam Ritsu series first and then Elemental series and then the next series will be different. So the reason why I'm doing this is because I am doing it for the art. I enjoy making these girls, right? Tapi sebab I takut if I just kept into one, I'll get like, I'll lose the passion, that the reason why I started. So that's why I thought lah, I was gonna stop the Ritsu series and continue different series every time. But after hearing everyone, I understand where everyone's coming from. So it's definitely after like tonight, it's something I will consider like either continuing or like slowly organize for next month punya punya plan lah.
Okay, saya rasa macam ni sebab Ritsu punya collection gaining traction and then Elemental series pun good and then sekarang ni dekat pentas pun kita ada collection punya features kan and then saya rasa mungkin Kiwi boleh buat week by week. Contoh this week Kiwi drop for the Ritsu punya series and then the next week mungkin kalau tak nak buat Ritsu boleh continue with Elemental series, dia selang-selang lah. So dia punya drops tu tak terlalu kerap, jadi dia akan menjadikan orang kan sentiasa tertunggu-tunggu. Sebab bila selalu drop macam Ritsu punya drop kan, orang dah selalu macam kerap drop, orang akan tak ada rasa macam nak FOMO tau, sebab dia selalu keluar. So mungkin kalau Ritsu nak Kiwi nak teruskan dengan dua-dua ni secara serentak pun boleh buat secara berselang-selang. Saya rasa tak ada masalah. Tapi saya rasa Ritsu ni okey, boleh. Cuma mungkin kalau nak bagi interesting, mungkin boleh tetapkan supply. Kita akan bagi tahu kepada potential buyer, kita akan hanya ada at least contohlah Ritsu kita ada 100 je. After that kita akan stop ataupun kita akan tukar ke mekanisme lain ke, bergantunglah macam mana. Ataupun siapa yang ada 5 Ritsu mungkin boleh claim untuk one Elemental series ke, itu contohlah untuk macam nak bagi dia exciting lah and then reward to the holders and the buyers lah macam tu.
Yeah. Faham?
Alright.
I think kalau Risu sorry Risu pula Kiwi
Okay.
say tak tahu ke apa, it's good kalau you talk with your holder lah, or your community, you know, kat pentas kat Twitter kan, so tanya pendapat diorang and ask for their opinion.
Buat pool pun okey, buat pool.
So you continue
Rapul.
Risu.
Rapul.
No, bukan rapul.
Bukan kat pool.
No,
Pool.
pool. Okay, so I always say that, you know, it's good kalau ada communication antara the creators and the holders, okay, because in the end somehow diorang invest in you and they want to see you grow, and kita tak naklah you burn out ataupun you hilang passion macam you cakap tadi kan. So just talk to them, you know, ask their opinion, okay, what apa yang mungkin diorang nak tengok lagi, sebab kita tak naklah dia beli satu je kan, kita nak dia beli 2, 3 juga kan. So I tengok ada Ilya memang very suka build art, so mungkin boleh tanya pendapat dia, you know, benda-benda macam ni sangat-sangat digalakkan lah, especially sebab kalau you tak tahu nak gimana, pergilah kat holder, sebab diorang suka artwork you kan, sebab diorang dah beli pun, so mesti diorang ada pendapat lain kan. So just tanyalah, in the end it's still up to you, kat mana you nak bring your journey lah. Okay, Kiwi, ada any question ke?
I think for now I have a lot to process, so for now I don't have questions, but I have something to say lah.
Yeah, sure.
If anyone's interested in my artwork or my work in general, or even interested in Kiwi, do check out my Twitter and follow my cult and catverse here.
Jadi so actually I boleh para simple je, tak adalah, but if you guys, you know, berminat dengan Kiwi punya artwork, right, so boleh check it out. Dia punya tweet The Binary Gurl, and dia punya pentas pun The Binary Gurl. Okay, tapi girl tu dia hip sikit, GURL, jangan salah eja Alright.
Nanti keluar sajat.
Alright, thank you so much Kiwi.
Thank you so much.
Hopefully you know, apa-apa lepas ni boleh je tanya kita orang. Okay, don't worry, kita orang always open lah untuk any question ke apa. And all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you, KB.
Alright, okay. Thank you so much. Okay, let's go to the next project. Okay, Pak Chong Ded Club. Pak Chong ada kat sini ke Pak Chong?
Hello, ada.
Okay, Pak Chong, maybe you can introduce yourself and you know what is Pak Chong Ded Club.
Okay, so Assalamualaikum and good evening everyone. I am Pak Chong. So Pak Chong is, as you can see, dia ni daripada based on pocong. Okay, dulu time first started off pocong kan, Pak Chong ni macam ramai orang confuse. Yalah sebab Pak Chong ni dia nama macam Chinese kan, macam Pak Chong. So yeah, it is actually pocong. Right now I'm in my Onichong series. So Onichong series is actually there are 100 Onichongs and they are all generative. For my plan, for my Pak Chong project ni, there will only be 500 supplies lah. Okay, so after I'm done with 100 Onichongs, I will open up macam a suggestion punya poll with all the holders for them to decide macam the next theme. Macam Onichong ni, macam as you can see, the theme is macam samurai kan. So maybe the next theme they can decide whether it's cyberpunk or whether it's gonna be steampunk ataupun macam apa Odin dengan Thor tu, macam the god series. Okay, so my plan for Pak Chong, there would be 5 phases. 1 phase for every 100. So macam after the Onichongs ni habis, I will give them rewards lah for the holders. So I have macam a few plans sudah lah. Okay, I think that's all for my introduction.
Alright, okay. Thank you. Before kita panggil panelis kita, aku nak cakap lukisan dia lawa gila, and aku tak sangka dia adalah generative. I thought dia macam one sebab dia punya outline tu macam kasar kan, macam rough kan. So dia macam tak nampak macam generative lah. Tapi bila tengok betul-betul ada pengulangan, attributes tu, okay, generative lah kan. But power. Okay, maybe Dad Dad nak tanya apa-apa Dad?
Okay. Salam Pak Chong. Bukan Pak Lengcoy kan?
Oh no. Pak
Bukan
Bukan.
Awal-awal dulu confuse antara dua dulu
Semua orang ni. Actually kan nama kita orang pun, our real name pun sama.
Andi. Okay. Awal-awal dulu buat one by one kan? Sampai 30 lah. 30.
Sampai around 20 macam tu lah.
Okay, so yang sebelum generatif tu dia akan sampai 100 juga ke macam mana?
No, dia macam for
Dia akan stay lah 20. Alright. So nanti ada satu phase yang tinggal berapa 80 lah?
No, my plan is macam all the Pak Chongs memang akan lebih 500. Sebab 500 ni dia macam dia tak, not including customs, not including collaborations and giveaways.
Alright.
Tu je ke Dad soalannya?
Aku lost track sekejap.
Ke nak aku panggil panel lain dulu, Dad?
Dad, awak okey?
Okey ke Dad?
Okay.
Kepisan.
Okay. Baby Chong tu dapat macam mana?
Baby Chong tu actually dia macam reward for Genesis holders.
Oh, only for Genesis lah? Not for Oni Chong?
Bukan.
Bukan Okay, boleh bagi panelis lain dulu.
Okay. Nyei, mungkin kau nak tanya apa-apa dulu je.
Ya, kita kasih Chicky dulu lah.
Okay,
Tadi
tu apa
pasal
betul.
cakap banyak.
Bagi Chicky dulu lah. Kesian Chicky tak cakap banyak tadi.
Okay, Pak Langcong. Okay,
Pak Langcong, Pak Chong ke?
Oh, salah. Okay, Pak Chong Ded Club. Okay, Pak Chong Ded Club. So tadi supply sampai 500 kan. So macam tengok art pun nice, very good. And then nampak detail lah, memang nampak detail semua. So very good so far. Sekarang ni tengok supply dah berapa? Kita dah drop supply?
Supply dah 91.
91. Wow, 91. So mostly semua sold out
Yes.
Yes, okay. Congratulations. So sekarang ni dah 91. So tinggal berapa lah kan untuk next phase kan. So lepas ni after this you going to, for the total supply will be 500. Mean that starting from 200, 300, 400 you will be changing the theme, right?
Yes.
So any hint for the upcoming theme? Maybe you could share some with us.
I was thinking maybe cyberpunk or steampunk.
So there will be cyberpunk Pak Chong Ded Club. Okay. So about the Baby Chong, those are given to the Genesis holder.
Betul.
Okay, so what about after the 200? Will there be the Genesis drop as well?
Yes, maybe ada plan nak buat Genesis, but the reward won't be Baby Chong. Maybe something.
I see. So the mechanism is good. So maybe after this, mungkin boleh sebab yang ni generatif kan. Bila generatif, mostly kita berminat untuk tahu dia punya traits and then dia punya rarity. Mungkin after this boleh set up satu mekanisme untuk orang ataupun holders untuk check which the Pak Chong is the rarity rank. Maybe you can do the rarity rank.
Okay, boleh.
Tapi
So far so
tu
good. Okay.
lepas habis min lah. Jangan keluar kawas sangat lah. Maybe like after
Yes.
500 baru keluarkan the rarity tu.
Oh, okay.
So, reason sebab contohlah you dah keluarkan, then people mungkin takkan beli yang the common one tau. Sebab dah tahu the common buat apa nak beli kan. So kita nak bagi dia somehow mystery, so people akan collect je mana yang ada kan. So lepas tu baru dia seronok. Sebenarnya excitement untuk tahu which one is rare, which one is common tu yang best. So kita keep it rahsia dulu.
Okay. So macam fancy Fox and ChickyPunks buat lah kan dalam Discord.
Yes.
Okay.
True. Chicky ada nak tambah apa-apa lagi? Okay, tak ada kot. Nyei,
Pak Chong nak tanya since your supply is 500 kan, but then again every 100 the team will be changed kan. So my question is when you generate these NFTs, did you generate all 500 at the same time ataupun you generate 100?
100.
So by right, will the rarity, say this 100 different than the others ataupun all ada interchange?
I think they would be different between the themes.
Okay, they will be different. So in my opinion, no problem lah kan kalau you nak release the rarity for every time you fully min 100 kan.
Okay.
Ya, betul. Lepas 100
as long as they as long as they are not interconnected lah, sebab macam Fazan kata, kalau you dah, whatever rarity yang you release, then people see the same material in the other hundreds, that will say susah sikit lah untuk buyer kan, ataupun it will drive the buyers away lah kan. But if like that, then after every 100 rarity can come out and your buyers will be more excited lah kan.
Betul. And mungkin kat next series tu mungkin I think it's good kalau bila dah ada excitement tu kat situ you jual the next team, and then mungkin the price tu janganlah 02, mungkin test market low, I'm not sure, and depends on your plan jugalah. Tengok macam mana the market react first lah kan. But I think kalau macam every 100 lepas tu ada rarity, then for me I will be excited to go the next team lah.
Right.
Other than that, I foresee macam since every 100 ni ada dia punya team masing-masing, it's kind of like when you finish minting 500, you ada 5 different clans. Betul tak kan? You ada clan samurai, you ada clan cyberpunk, whatever lah kan. Macam menarik kalau once you habis minting or along the way you boleh buat event to your holders, some sort of like clash of the clans kan, macam this clan lawan dengan this clan, and then menang and dapat hadiah BNB whatsoever. So just a suggestion lah. I don't know, perhaps you pun dah think about that, but if you do, perhaps your buyers or collectors will be happy lah kan, will be excited to join. I want to be in this clan and I want to win the reward, something like that.
More like Uncle Bubert punya plan lah. General
Ya, untuk face ni lah. Untuk face ni.
Yes, any game that you can think of lah, because I believe you already have the base kan, you dah ada satu clan, you akan ada different clan kan. So that's a suggestion that you might consider.
Macam boleh tengok ni Cypher kan, Cypher punya project pun, yang Dawn punya project tu Cypher.
Exactly.
Kan, ada
Dawn dia.
Yes, Battle of Clan juga kan. So dia ada few clans, so boleh battle and tengok mana satu tempat tu clan mana conquer paling banyak will win lah. Something like that. So menarik juga tu. Dad so, mungkin Dad ada soalan nak tambah ke Dad?
Tak ada.
Alright, maybe Pak Chong ada apa-apa maybe you wanna ask ke, ada problem apa-apa ke?
I want to macam tell macam future plans lah.
Sure.
Macam you guys mentioned about macam floor price increasing nanti kan. So memang that's one of the plan to increase the floor price. One of the reason is for this 100 onichongs ni at the end of the minting, my reward would be more on merch. So since my floor price now is 0.02, I'm very it's very unfortunate that I cannot reach to all the holders. So maybe all I can reward is to Genesis holders, top holders, and then giving giveaways to the other holders lah. So so for the next phase tu maybe nak increase to 0.04 to help me to reach to more holders lah for the rewards. That's the plan.
Oh yeah, I think Nyei nak tambah apa dulu?
Aku nak kata I think that's a good plan lah kan Pak Chong, because macam you kata lah, you punya floor price is 0.02 kan. So people also will not expect to get say Apple Watch for example lah kan. So whatever reward that you give, I think your collectors will be happy, yeah, and they will be understand lah, yeah, they will be understanding. So along the way, I believe, I mean the collectors believe they will get something more lah for sure, yeah. But yeah, no worries about that. Yeah, good initiative by the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Nice.
I think ini pun untuk semua creators kat luar sana. It's okay kalau kita masih tak mampu nak reward your collectors kan. I mean even especially yang jual 0.01, 0.03 ataupun even sampai 0.04 ataupun 0.05 lah. For me below 0.05 tu sangat sikit lah sebenarnya kan. Apa je lah yang kita boleh bagi balik. So it's okay. I think every collectors pun faham je. Okay, kita orang I think macam aku cakap on earlier yang pentas is very early. Most collector yang support the project tu not really into utility pun. Utility tu sangatlah bonus, and paling-paling pun diorang nak flip je the artwork. So and nak support the creator lah. So it's okay if you guys masih tak mampu nak bagi apa-apa lagi. Just boleh start planning je lah. Okay, mungkin you guys boleh fikirkan how to reward. Okay, yang penting adalah keep it exciting lah. So you yourself pun kena ke depan, so that you punya collector tak adalah rasa macam budak ni risau aku kan. So kita just move forward. Okay, be there, be present, and it will be good jangan risau. Okay, thank you so much Pak Chong. Okay, kalau ada lepas ni nak tanya apa-apa, feel free. Okay, aku pun Pak Chong selalu masuk Discord aku lah, dia tak ada hal lah.
Alright, thank you guys.
Okay, you guys boleh check out Pak Chong. Okay, Pak Chong Ded Club. Dia punya pentas at Pak Chong Ded Club. Dia punya Twitter is PCDC Pak Chong Ded Club _NFT. So feel free to support. Okay, and kita boleh tunggulah the next series. And yeah, okay, itu sahaja from Pak Chong. Thank you so much. Okay, maybe
Alright, thank you.
alright, okay, kita boleh go to next, which is Bulan. Aduh, minta maaf guys, internet aku slow. Tak tahu kenapa dia tak reload tu. Dari tadi aku nak scroll, dia tak keluar. Alright. Bulan, are you there?
Yes, I'm
Okay,
here.
maybe boleh introduce yourself and cerita sikit about your tuyul.
Alright. Hi, my name is Bulan and I'm a guy, bukan perempuan as people expected me to be.
No. Kamu.
Okay. My NFT is based, and most of my artwork based on local ghosts, and I do 1-1 artworks, and also right now I'm focusing on Toyol, making him like the main character lah dalam my universe macam ni. The take on my local ghosts is that they do they like berasimilasi dengan dunia moden and how they adapt to it. So Toyol is sort of macam the Spider-Man of my universe, my my universe lah. And then the first phase I do masa awal drop, I did like Tika Mantu punya series. I got like a few series dalam collection, if you can see. The hantu-hantu series that focus more on the one illustration. And then the Tika Mantu one basically menggabungkan gacha dengan hantu, and macam mana like you can get the ghost from the gacha balls lah. And the recent and yang I tengah fokus sekarang is the Toyo series lah. Right now dah habis for the meme series. Basically Toyo doing a lot of like imitating the meme lah. Like this one like Hello Police and so on. And then the next phase is focusing more on macam a group of Toyol. Like as you can see on my Twitter, I posted like Hang Toyol, like a group of 5 Toyol lah. So it can be like this is like the phase 2 of my Toyol series. So it's like 2.1 is like Hang Toyol, and then the 2.2 is like the band of Toyol like playing drums and whatnot. So every single drop of that 5 group of Toyol will have like one giveaway. I was thinking to do it like that. And then I wanted to brand Toyol like a Pepe or Funko style, so that he can cosplay like a lot of different things and doing a lot of many poses or anything. Since we know like Toyo is like mischievous, funny, so he can be like anything that you want it to be. And since I'm actually like baru dalam sebulan macam tu, I think bulan 12 1, and I'm still like merangkak on doing this, because I don't know what if people like my art or not, because my Toyo semua boleh dikatakan sold out, cuma the one tak banyak like impact on the people, I think. I think that's all from my side.
Okay, Chicky, mungkin Chicky pilih this project. Tanya apa-apa Chicky?
Okay.
Hai.
Hai.
Hai Bulan. So saya pilih Bulan punya project. Okay, first thing first, saya suka dengan Bulan punya artwork, dengan Bulan punya colour tu memang saya sukalah tengok macam comelnya tengok Toyol macam ni kan, and then nampak bontot pula tu macam comel pula Toyol ni kan. So Bulan punya artwork is very nice. Okay, and then kita boleh tengok, kalau kita tengok dekat collection Bulan, dia mix. Sebab Bulan ada buat one and then buat macam apa yang tikam Toyol tu.
Ya, Tika Mantu.
Tika Mantu.
I was
okay, cuma yang
market lah actually for the Tika Mantu one.
Actually dia very good concept juga, sebab before this tak ada orang buat Tika Mantu punya style macam tikam-tikam tu. So good experimenting juga. Untuk improvement kan saya rasa macam untuk collection ni Bulan dah ada sekumpulan karakter yang boleh dikembangkan lagi. Contoh macam Bulan dah buat hantu punya series kan, and then Bulan kata nak buat macam dia punya verse sendiri. So why not you go to hantu verse? Mungkin hantu verse, sebab dalam hantu verse tu sendiri Bulan boleh mulakan dengan karakter Toyol. Okay, and then Chong, and then ada Pontianak kan?
Pontianak.
Ya, ada Pontianak. So and then untuk karakter tu nak tak Bulan cuba buat untuk style macam sekarang ni orang banyak banyak suka macam style PFP. Mungkin Toyol tu sendiri kita boleh guna untuk dalam bentuk PFP. Maksudnya ada satu base Toyol, and then you be creative about the traits lah. Then kita tengok macam tengok dia pergi ke macam mana market punya response.
Okay.
I think benda tu mungkin sebab macam dah aku rasa one of the reason kenapa tuyul ni unik adalah sebab dia macam meme tau. So aku suka, I mean contohnya macam sebenarnya aku nak beli yang this one tau, yang tuyul nombor 1 ni, ini tak mengapa ni, so that aku boleh response to tweet tau. So aku dapat tweet yang macam sedih tu, deep down sedih tapi aku senyum je kan. So aku akan reply with this tuyul. Okay. So ada je a few macam rich guy punya reason kenapa aku beli rich guy punya adalah sebab aku boleh mencarut lah kan, tapi aku tak nak bertulis, aku just post the GIF, you know. I think macam PFP style tu boleh je buat kan, tapi macam sayang lah sebab tuyul orang dah kenal as a meme tau. But it's good kalau mungkin boleh tanyalah kan, your holders ke apa ke will be good untuk buat something like that kan. Tapi macam jangan restricted sangat lah kan, sebab bestnya cuma itulah bukan problem, but kita tak tahu kalau buat macam ni what's the direction kan, apa future plan, you know, kalau you teruskan buat meme macam ni ataupun you know story based punya NFT ni. So what's next and how you know early buyer can benefit from it lah. Itu je problem lah, aku tak suka guna problem, itu cabaran lah for you know this kind of NFT. Sebab kalau PFP is kinda easy kan, sebab you know ada rarity and stuff, at least a collectible punya thing. So but this kind of ni NFT ni is very unique, tetapi macam Chicky kata ni, dia tak tahu kat mana ataupun dia macam what's next lah kan, apa lagi yang you boleh buat kan. Chicky
And
mungkin
then
tambah
the
apa?
second ada lagi.
Teruskan.
And then ada the second thing is Bulan memang before this ada buat comic ke, macam ada buat comic ke?
Tak ada.
Tak ada ya.
Tak ada
Okay, and then Antuverse ni untuk menjadikan dia lebih menarik, mungkin boleh keluarkan untuk macam dekat Twitter, in terms of promoting, mungkin Bulan boleh keluarkan comic macam 3 piece punya comic kan, macam comic 3 kotak tu kan, cerita tentang toyo, cerita tentang hantu, and then bila orang baca, orang boleh relate NFT Bulan dengan cerita hantu tu sendiri. Jadi orang bila baca dia terhibur, and then dia akan rasa macam untuk memiliki something yang cerita tu, yang orang terhibur tu. So sebab saya tengok lukisan Bulan memang nice, punya meme pun memang nice. Kalau boleh kembangkan lagi kepada cerita, and then buat dia punya cerita tu relate to each other, daripada dengan tuyul, relate dengan Chong, relate dengan Pontianak. So dia akan jadi satu Antuverse, dia akan jadi cerita besar kan. Jadi bila cerita besar, start with the collectibles dengan tuyul, collectibles dengan hantu, collectible dengan Chong. Jadi benda ni boleh jadi macam big lah, macam big semua. Jadi sebab cerita tu dah ada, orang boleh relate dan orang lagi interested untuk memiliki benda tu. So far macam arts ni, saya rasa arts Bulan memang top notch, memang tak ada masalah. Cuma kita nak tambah lagi dengan marketing, kita buat stories supaya orang boleh relate dan orang akan rasa untuk memiliki benda tu.
And story tu kau boleh je buat dekat Twitter, kau buat dia sebagai thread lah, and kau pin dekat Twitter kau. So basically dia free marketing lah kat situ. Kau buat dia dalam bentuk thread. So nice lah. Orang yang mana singgah profile kau, diorang akan tengok, oh ni ada story, dia akan baca satu-satu. Then free marketing lah for you.
Okay. Faham.
I think tu macam kalau balik PFP tu boleh je, but you know that's not the main thing for you lah. Mungkin macam macam kita let's say macam for the Genesis lah, maksudnya satu je PFP tuyul ni, sebab yang tuyul ni memang pakai macam ni je lah kan, that's your character kan. So you boleh je do something satu ni with you know yang mana macam introduction to the characters lah. So for now macam you tengah buat punya tuyul series kan, so by the end of habis tuyul series ni, ending tu you boleh main satu PFP lah kan? Maybe like the high price punya PFP lah, sebab the only one kan, you know, something like that lah kan. Kalau you, I mean it's fun kan, I mean kalau sesiapa yang suka tuyul ni dia akan nak lah that PFP kan, nak own the cat somehow, macam dia own the characters lah kan. itu pun boleh lah. I mean if you want to go to the PFP style, I mean pun tak ada masalah lah. Macam Ciki kata kan, it will be great untuk tengok tuyul pakai macam-macam kan. So siapa tak nak kan tuyul ni comel, lepas tu pakai pula benda-benda comel. I think everyone boleh suka lah dengan benda tu. But kalau you tak nak go for the PFP punya route pun tak ada masalah. You want to keep doing, you know, like comic style, you know, meme style pun boleh, tak ada masalah. Just this is just an idea lah. Maybe Nyei, you want to ask something, Nyei?
Hi, most of the points yang aku nak tanya actually dah cover dah. Chiki, sama dia. Okay. Anyway, aku nak approach on the gacha. Kan?
Oh, okay.
Kalau yang gacha tu, Fauzan boleh buka yang bagian gacha tak?
Boleh. Aku tak boleh nak buka semua, tak tahu kenapa dia tak nak load. So aku just
Wah,
pergi
kat aku punya site pun aku tak boleh tengok actually. Tak tahu kenapa.
Okay ke? Okay, so bukan masalah aku. Okay guys, bukan salah aku.
Anyway, pasal gacha ni tadi nampak memang dah terus-terus you dapat, I mean you beli tu, you terus nampak lah. Okay, for example aku beli gacha ni dapat baby red edition kan. Ini mungkin harapan aku sebagai collector ke, kalau in the future mungkin boleh buat website minting ke, ataupun instead of you letak gacha ni sekali dengan makhluk tu, mungkin just letak gacha je. You boleh tukar color bola tu, and whoever buys that dia akan dapat randomly ni lah, random airdrop makhluk tu lah kan. Maksudnya you tak tahu makhluk apa yang dapat lah kan. The challenge is that you akan habis banyak sikit gas fee lah kan. Itu je lah. Sebab you kena double upload, lepas tu nak kena airdrop. Tapi it's something worth to consider. Yeah. Whether you are going to do it or not, I tak sure lah. Just a suggestion. It will be fun lah. For me it will be fun because the basic concept of gacha is you tikam kan. So you tikam, you tak tahu apa you dapat. Macam tu.
Aku rasa yang tikam-tikam ni better tunggu edition punya features kot.
Maybe aku honestly aku tak pernah ni dengan edition, so
boleh kot. Betul tu, boleh tu.
Betul juga tu.
Idea tu dah cantik tu. Tunggu edition je.
Betul.
Bulan ni kan.
Katanya bulan ni.
Yes.
So, orang suka gacha tu. Sama orang suka berjudi, tak tahu kenapa. Bukan berjudi.
Gambler kat sini.
Bukan. But yeah, I mean there's a reason now kenapa orang suka gacha lah. Kita tak payah cakap judi lah. Orang suka gacha tau. Sebab the excitement untuk tahu dapat apa tu macam rewarding tau. Sebenarnya dia tak kisah pun somehow rare ke apa, tapi macam you know the excitement, rasa macam you know budak-budak dapat hadiah. Dia tak tahu hadiah tu apa, tapi asalkan dia hadiah, dia suka kan. Lepas tu dapat pula benda yang dia nak, and benda tu comel, lagilah dia gembira sebenarnya.
Faham?
Yep, betul tu. So tu je kot. Tu je aku punya side lah.
Alright, Dad, ada tambah apa-apa ke Dad?
Aku nak tambah yang Pak Chiki. Okay, lepas kau dah buat komik kan. Lepas tu kau dah follower macam Karo Admin. Kau boleh buat mainan kau ni?
Ya, memang tengah terfikir untuk macam beli 3D printer untuk sebab ada try buat guna clay, tapi the outcome macam tak lawa sebab you know clay, and then bila you colour that thing dia jadi comot kan.
Kau buat clay nanti apa, clay tizen tak boleh cari makan lah. Sorry
tapi tengah dia ada dalam perancangan, cuma tak tahu bila.
Itu lambat lagi tu. Establish the brand dulu.
Yes, hello. Yes, but
Dia nak cakap tu.
Kau nak hi je. Okay, hi Bud. Okay, welcome.
Hi Bud.
Welcome.
Okay. Okay Bulan, ada apa-apa lagi nak tanya ke? Mungkin Chiki atau Nyei nak tambah apa-apa, Chiki?
Bulan bila nak ke bulan? Okay.
Saya rasa okey kot. Semua dah cover dah. Saya rasa so far memang banyak potensi untuk koleksi daripada bulan ni untuk Antu punya. Boleh kembang kepada Antuverse, cuma kena plan lah macam mana you nak buat the marketing. So the marketing one of it you boleh buat macam saya cakap tadi, buat dia punya komik, sebab orang excited, orang suka komik, orang suka benda comel kan, so dia akan attract orang untuk own your NFT. So you can guna tu, and then one thing lagi, you boleh guna meme. Macam Toyol ni suka buat meme kan, so sebarkan tu macam viral semua, and then orang akan FOMO untuk ada you punya NFT. And then one thing, bila untuk collectibles, buat you punya NFT tu dengan harga yang mampu milik. Contoh kalau untuk for starting, maybe you can start with 0.01, okay, sampai the certain supply, mungkin boleh naik sikit demi sikit. Macam Fauzan cakap tadi, first being a brand. So far you are going into the right direction lah. Okay, and then everything is all the best, best of luck.
Yes, I think besar gila potential. Macam tu lah, Chicky kata boleh go for Ep.5 punya route, macam cakap boleh Dad cakap ke apa, semua boleh go for comic and meme, you know, banyak potensi. Just plan it out and make sure jangan FOMO nak buat macam-macam kan. Just take it slow, okay, and plan it well lah. So dia tak nampak ralat sangat lah you nak buat macam-macam kan.
Alright. Betul. What me?
Okay. Right, thank you so much Bulan. Bulan pun selalu ada dalam ni, so tak perlu risau lah. But just beritahu, I mean kalau perlukan bantuan ke, just you know boleh je DM aku, Nyei, Chicky and Dad lah untuk tanya apa-apa. And all the best Bulan. So you guys yang lain boleh check it out Bulan punya pentas, which is Bulan NFT, dan juga Twitter dia pun sama, Bulan NFT. Okay,
boleh follow ke Bulan.
Yes, follow Bulan untuk ke Bulan. Alright, let's go to the last project, okay, which is Roma The Dildo by Amirul Karim. Are you there, Amirul Karim?
Yes, ada bro.
Yes, okay bro, mungkin boleh perkenalkan diri and you know cerita sikit what is Roma.
Okay, boleh. Hi, Assalamualaikum and good evening everyone. Nama aku Karim, boleh panggil Karim, Amirul Karim. Umur 37 tahun. So basically aku buat art ni is to escape lah from the stressful of my routine work every day. So hence aku create a character which is a Roma, and Roma ni is actually a dildo lah. So this project ni is basically tajuk dia Roma The Dildo. So this project ni dia sebenarnya storytelling. So aku akan start the release ni will start with the introductory series of Roma. So the first 2 weeks tu aku introduce lah Roma ni apa, macam mana dia makan, macam mana dia isap bong, macam mana dia tidur, macam mana dia berak. So that was the first release lah. So lepas dah habis introduction series tu, Roma ni akan start dengan dia punya journey tu. So the end goal dia is to find an orgasmic love. So ini yang cari awet lah. So dia akan pergi dari satu tempat ke satu tempat. First dia akan pergi dari tempat dia tinggal, dia akan pergi ke downtown Dildo. Kat situ dia akan jumpa sekumpulan gangster Dildo ni. Kat situ juga dia ada jumpa kawan baru. Then lepas dia dari downtown Dildo, dia dah dapat some clues, dia akan move towards deep forest, dekat dalam hutan. So dalam hutan ni dia akan jumpa ada few tribes of dildos. Dia akan berkenalan dengan ada ahli sihir, ada mutant dildo. So dekat situ aku akan introduce lah. So every checkpoint ni aku akan introduce new characters. So dekat downtown dildos karakter dia macam mana, dekat dalam hutan karakter dia wild dildos ni macam mana. So at the same time aku akan introduce the wild plushies, which is the binatang-binatang kat dalam deep forest ni. So lepas daripada deep forest, dia akan pergi move to the mountains and pergi jumpa sea dildo, and finally dia jumpa the new orgasmic love. So every checkpoint, as I told just now, dia akan jumpa new friends and enemies. So kat sini kita akan introduce the characters. So plan dia bila sampai final episode, lepas dia jumpa dia punya guys make love. So that would be the ending of the first episode. So kalau once the first episode tu dah habis, kita plan to prepare a merchandise lah. If sambutan okay, demand okay, supply okay, we plan to give merchandise to all the collectors. So anyone yang ada collectible worth of 0.1 BNB, maybe kita akan bagi merchandise, t-shirt, something like that. So that is the plan, and that is about Roma The Dildo.
Okay, thank you. Aku pilih this project sebab I don't know man, aku suka project kelakar, so this is kelakar. And
Cakap je lah kau suka dildo.
No. Bukan. Bagi aku macam satu, dia kelakar, and secondly aku suka the artwork. Kemas sebenarnya. Sangat-sangat kemas. And I think macam semua orang boleh enjoy, lepas tu okay, bila tadi Karim kata ada cerita, dan kita akan aku akan cakap okay, dia ada cerita, dia bukannya just silly artwork kan, which is silly artwork tu dah cun dah, and lepas tu ada cerita behind it. Okay, betul, sebab yang buat aku tertarik adalah this one sebenarnya, Roma in Downtown. Maksudnya macam okay, dan kita akan boleh expect something else lah sebenarnya. Okay, and aku okay, tu lah nak tanya juga apa future plan tu kan, tapi since Karim dah cerita, dan okay, kita boleh mungkin tunggulah. Just nak tanya, so sekarang dah 30 hour, like yang macam the first episode tu, agak berapa supply dia untuk sampai dia habis end of first episode tu?
Dia every checkpoint tu kita boleh akan release dalam 10. Macam dekat downtown kita introduce 10 karakter, dekat forest kita introduce kita 5 sekarang ni dah ada 30, probably lagi another 30. So lepas tu maybe the story tu akan evolve lah. Once kita dah habis the first episode, dia akan evolve lah dengan happen after that.
Okay, menarik. Alright, mungkin Nyei ada apa-apa nak tanya ke Nyei?
Hai Karim, aku berkongsi pandangan jugalah dengan Fauzan.
Yeah.
Honestly, your artwork ni sangat mencuit hati lah. Aku tak habis gelak lah dia tadi. Anyway, a very cool artwork. And at the same time, you pun ada background story kan? Each of your NFT has comes with a story, right? Dia macam ni kalau kat market kita nampak ada certain NFT macam you just tengok je. Okay, aku just bagi example Rich Cat Nation, then orang just tengok the features and tak perlu pun nak baca apa-apa tulisan dia ni, and then orang beli. Okay, your artwork comes not only with the art, but then it comes with the story. So apa yang aku suggest, and dalam kau punya Twitter or daily engagement, why not do introduce to all of us each one of their story lah kan. Tak perlu satu hari terus spam all of their story, betul tak kan? Satu hari just kasih tahu okay, hari ni dildo ni buat apa, ataupun gambar ni actually merujuk kepada apa yang dia buat kan. Sebab agak sayang kalau orang tak tahu story-story yang you penat lelah buat lah kan. I'm sure you spend a lot of time thinking to create the stories and beautiful stories, but orang tak perasan benda tu kan. So agak rugi kat situ lah kan. So my suggestion, try to explain to us a bit more to your audience what their stories are all about. Okay, so from time to time at least orang tahulah, oh daripada sini dia akan pergi ke mana kan. After this apa yang kita akan expect, dia akan buat apa kat downtown tu for example. Macam tu lah ya.
Betul.
Alright, okay. Ya, sebab I think ramai tak tahu sebenarnya pasal Roma ni kat Twitter kan. Kita tak tahu, so maybe you boleh macam ni katalah, bagi tahu lagi lah lebih macam the story behind Roma ni.
Betul. So the plan tu macam bila aku dah introduce dia sampai the wild dildos tu, maybe aku akan start cerita balik lah. Okay, lepas tu aku akan cerita lah dia ni mana, dia sampai dekat downtown ni what happened, lepas tu dia jumpa siapa, itulah. Thank you for the idea.
I mean, tak ada masalah pun kalau you nak cerita lagi sekali. Mungkin you pernah cerita dalam tweet, mungkin aku aku mungkin terlepas the introduction of Roma ke kan. It's okay je kalau you nak remind people about the introduction. Sebab macam aku kata lah, mungkin aku terlepas kan, aku tak tahulah ada ke tak, but tak ada masalah pun kalau you nak ulang content tu kan. Sebab kita almost everyday mungkin akan gain new follower ataupun orang akan baru perasan kan tweet kita. So tak ada masalah pun you nak share lagi sekali tentang the introduction ke apalah, the idea behind Roma ke. So tak ada masalah.
Macam 2 minggu lepas pun I think I mention the same thing kat Ponderman. Kalau you guys tahu Ponderman, dia punya artwork tu yang orang duduk termenung tu. Okay, yes. So kalau korang perasan lah kat Twitter dia sekarang ni, kadang-kadang dia akan post Ponderman ni dia kaitkan isu semasa hari yang bekerja, tengok dia akan post gambar yang orang termenung naik LRT dia dengan the storyline. So to me, I really appreciate it, kan? And I'm sure perhaps others pun yang sebelum tak nampak Ponderman tu apa, dah start faham. Ponderman ni ada background story dia, something like that. It will attract buyers. And Alhamdulillah, kita boleh nampak sales dia kencang lah. So, I hope you can try to do the same lah, kan? Sebab rugi. You punya story ni menarik. Dah lah you punya konsep ni dah menarik, kan?
Okay, thanks bro.
Okay, Dad mungkin nak tanya apa-apa, Dad?
One thing kan, pasal ni kan Roma ni kan, dia teringat macam cerita Jack and siapa? Yang yang ada anjing kuning tu.
Macam mana?
Yang ada anjing kuning tu. Apa nama dia?
Cat Dog?
Bukan.
Adventure Time.
Adventure Time.
Adventure Time. Ya.
Jake no. Jake tu hero.
Jack lah nama dia.
Yalah, Jake and apa anjing dia tu lah. Adventure Time lah.
Ya. Salah, anjing dia tu tak berapa. Ya tu.
Finn tu
Jake lah dia anjing kan.
Anjing, yes.
Yes. Tu lukisan Roma ni macam very American punya style kan. Itu bagi aku sangat unik lah. Dad, mungkin Dad tak tanya apa Dad. Kita Dad ni kadang dia lost, kesian dia bagi dia tanya apa kalau ada soalan. Dad, are you there, Dad?
Sorry, aku lupa unmute lah.
Tadi aku terkejut tau.
Roma tak ada IG lagi kan?
Sorry, tak ada apa?
Instagram.
Ada.
Ada.
Aku tadi terkejut tau. Baru a few minutes ago he follow me. Lepas tu aku macam, what the heck, siapa ni?
Aku pun baru follow Twitter dia tu. Okay, jadi dekat IG tu ada buat komik pasal Roma ke?
Belum lagi, tak ada lagi.
Maybe can buat dia punya komik lah dalam IG and then link ke Twitter dan ke pentas. Sebab macam dekat Twitter dia macam textual so dekat IG dia more boleh nampak lagi lah dia punya flow.
Betul.
Okay.
Tu suggestion aku je lah.
Ya. Sebab IG kau boleh letak 10 gambar kan dalam satu post.
Yang boleh swipe tu. Yes. Betul.
So dia somehow macam
aku nak tanya
sila.
Kalau kalau aku maintain colour scheme macam ni sampai habis, will it be boring ke macam should I maybe sampai satu tempat maybe aku tukar the colour scheme or this colour scheme ni okay?
Macam dah ikut chapter.
Ikut chapter. Okay.
Ya. Tapi kalau macam katakan kalau nak go variasi banyak lagi, tapi maksudnya you just playing around with the same team, cuma playing around just tukar-tukar lah, maybe dia punya tempat lain yang warna kuning pula ke, this will be good. Yep.
Okay.
I think tu lah, benda tu macam you boleh je experiment. I think that's what content is lah. Maksudnya apa yang you post kat Twitter kan. So you macam tanya pendapat orang market kan. Kalau buat macam ni, is it good kan? But for me, sebenarnya aku suka dengan the colour scheme. Nak kata boring ke tak juga, sebab design dia macam-macam kan. Ada yang macam ni, ada tengkorak lah yang aku beli ni, yang ada pakai kepala ikan ni lah kan. So dia menarik tau sebenarnya. But kadang-kadang faham as an artist kita nak juga buat benda lain kan. Kadang-kadang ada perasaan tu lah kan. So one way yang you can do adalah tanya pendapat your holder, you punya followers lah sebenarnya. Sebab satu, aku tak tahu what style yang you can do kan. So nak compare sekarang susah lah, tak nampak kan. So just post lah tweet, and then maybe orang akan boleh give some ideas lah.
Okay.
Ataupun macam Dad kata, maybe like the first episode ni just maintain, and then maybe the next one you boleh tukar ke. So at least tak adalah terlalu macam first episode pun tukar, dia macam tak konsisten lah, macam tak berapa cantik lah sebenarnya. Chicky mungkin ada apa-apa soalan tambahan, Chicky?
Hai Karim, Chicky di sini. Okay, so saya baru go through Karim punya ni. Tapi itulah, artwork Karim ni, kalau kita scroll Twitter kan, bila terserempak dengan artwork Karim ni, kita akan stop by. Sebab satu, unik. Kedua, the colour. Saya suka colour dia. And then bila kita tengok tu kan, kita tengok apa ni kan, and then dia akan go through Twitter, and then saya baru jumpa parts bahagian penerangan tentang parts bila saya scroll Twitter lama Karim, baru saya jumpa dia punya parts tu, ini bahagian apa, ini bahagian apa, ini bahagian apa. So ingat yang benda yang bergantung tu benda tu kan, tapi sebenarnya itu adalah tangan. Saya baru tahu tu tangan. Saya baru tahu tu tangan. Betul? Mesti korang baru tahu kan?
Tahu
itu tangan. Right. So apa yang saya boleh suggest kat sini, okay, art Karim memang dah nice. Memang lain daripada yang lain. Memang macam tadi tu style American. And then kalau bukan style tempatan, saya rasa itu unik lah. Uniqueness pada karakter ni, dia punya art style tu lain. And then kedua pula, colour tu memang nice. Cerita memang dah ada. You dah fikirkan daripada awal dia nak ke mana. Itu dah nice. Memang dah nice lah. Cuma sekarang ni kita kena fikirkan macam mana kita nak sampaikan cerita tu kepada user dengan mudah. Okay, dengan semudah-mudahnya lah. Macam kita nak cerita dengan budak-budak kan. Okay, antara yang kita boleh buat ialah, satu, boleh guna Instagram untuk buat komen macam Dad cakap tadi. Ataupun yang kedua, gunakan Twitter tu, bahagian pin tweet tu, Karim boleh buat satu thread daripada ceritanya bermula daripada mana. Lepas tu Roma ni bahagian-bahagiannya sambung daripada thread tu, sambung dekat thread tu, jadikan satu untaian thread panjang yang menceritakan tentang semua tentang Roma. Apa parts dia, cerita dia mula daripada mana ke mana. And then after this, selepas ni kalau dia dah mula bergerak dalam cerita dia, macam sekarang dia dekat downtown kan. Okay, after this dia pergi ke forest kan. Okay, bila dia pergi ke forest, Karim just tambah konten itu pada thread tersebut. Kenapa? And then the whole thread tu pin pada Twitter. Kenapa saya cakap macam tu? Bila kita promote kita punya produk, kita akan cuba untuk tarik orang. Dan bila kita dapat orang tu first thing kan, maksudnya kita nak jual apa, kita kena sediakan situ siap. Jadi dengan pin tweet, orang dah boleh tengok. Bila orang tekan je pin tweet tu, yang thread tu tadi, dia orang dah boleh ikut story, boleh ikut follow, dan boleh ikut apa yang sedang berlaku sekarang. Jadi dia memudahkan lah untuk orang follow up cerita ni.
Okay, menarik ni, betul lah. Bila cakap tu betul lah. Macam sebab I post je sebelah ni, aku post je. So bila lama-lama bila tu dia hilang kan.
Yes, dia hilang, betul dia hilang.
Sekejap, Chicky nak tanya. Macam mana kau tahu yang tu tangan ke kau zoom?
Dekat ni, dekat bukan sebab
Adalah ada
just now
pegambong semua.
just now tadi aku go through dia punya Twitter and then aku tengok post-post lama, and then bila aku tengok post-post lama, ada dia buat penerangan tentang anggota badan, memang ada. Tapi dekat bawah dekat bawah tu kena scroll bawah lagi kan. So itu yang bila macam tu saya cadangkan untuk buat satu thread panjang, semuanya berkaitan tentang karakteristik, tentang story, tentang
Kau tak zoom Ciki? Ciki, kau tak zoom Ciki?
tak. Tentang current story kan. Jadi supaya orang bila potential buyer tu datang, mungkin waktu tu Will kan, siapa tahu kan, Will datang, dia buka you punya Twitter, dia ada buat thread lah dekat pin tweet. Okay, saya baca, and then dia tengok, wow, okay, dia ada cerita macam ni, so dia interested. Dia akan terus beli. Sebab bila kita nak tarik perhatian pembeli ni, kita hanya ada satu peluang je untuk jadikan dia interested. Macam kira Shark Tank lah, kita only had one chance dan kita kena do it well. Macam tu.
Thanks, thank you very much.
Alright, and then saya perasan juga ada macam Karim boleh buat animation.
Bolehlah sikit-sikit ya.
Boleh sikit-sikit. Alright. So mungkin tu pun boleh juga diutiliskan untuk jadikan story tu, other than kita ada visual, kita juga ada animation yang untuk jadikan dia lebih menarik supaya orang boleh keep follow the story. Untuk akan datang, saya nampak lah untuk cerita macam ni, kita boleh kembangkan macam Roma ni, kita hanya dengar cerita tentang Roma, and then benda yang dia lalui kan, sampailah dia jumpa dia punya end goal, iaitu apa, orgasmic
love.
Orgasmic love. Macam untuk color-color yang lain tu, okay pun bagus juga. So, itu kita boleh kembangkan untuk Roma punya universe. Sebab kita hanya kenal Roma je, mungkin ada kawan-kawan Roma yang lain. So yang itu kita boleh pelbagaikan dengan warna-warna lain, bentuk-bentuk lain. Macam saya pasang tadi pun, yang dekat kawasan forest tu dia dah mula ada animal-animal yang bentuk macam Roma kan.
Yes.
So yang itu menarik, boleh pelbagaikan dalam Roma punya universe. So itu untuk future plan lah, untuk yang sekarang, just untuk susun yang sekarang ni untuk memudahkan orang yang datang faham apa yang projek ni sedang buat.
Okay.
Yes, aku just nak tambah je sikit. Aku suka the idea of yang komik tu. Okay, kadang-kadang mungkin new creators ingat macam mana nak min komik kan. Sebenarnya you tak perlu pun min komik. You boleh je buat komik macam kat Instagram tu. Tapi macam you boleh je bagi tahu if people suka komik dia and nak support you, bolehlah beli your NFT. Something like that. So macam tu pun boleh. So tak semestinya macam you kena min the whole comics, then dia akan susah lah kan. So you can do that jugalah. So macam siapa yang suka your comic, mestilah dia nak you teruskan kan. Dia nak continue baca and nak you continue teruskan buat komik tu. So you boleh beritahu dia orang if dia suka dengan your punya comic, and boleh support me by buy my NFT lah, something like that. That will be great lah.
Thank you very much guys for the feedbacks and comments. Aku memang appreciate lah. Aku start off benda ni memang this is my third project lah basically. So yang first, second tu macam flung lah. So ni I try to do the best for this lah. Thank you very much guys.
Welcome.
I think
all the best Karim.
Yes, all the best. I think banyak potensi, and just mungkin just do marketing a little bit, and I think tadi pun semua orang dah banyak, I think you can do lah. So yang menonton atau yang mendengar, kalau suka, mungkin boleh check out dia punya pentas, which is Roma Dildo, and dia punya Twitter adalah Amirul Karim. Okay, AMRUL. Amrul ke Amirul? Aku main sebut je Amirul. Amrul lah kan. Banyak Amrul Karim. Suka hati aku kan, tapi tak apa. Alright, Amrul Karim. Alright, Roma Dildo. Okay, so thank you so much, and I think that's it for all. Okay, just aku tengok balik, ulang balik. Okay, kita ada The Binary Gurl. Okay, you guys boleh check it out, boleh follow dia kat Twitter, The Binary Gurl. Okay, so dia pun tengah buat cult baru. Okay, and then kita ada Pak Chong Ded Club. Okay, so sekarang tengah ongoing Oni Chong. Okay, and tak lama lagi nak habis dah. So if you guys suka tengok pocong dia yang samurai punya version ni, boleh check it out. And siapa and yang lain pun boleh tunggulah dia punya next version. Right, then kita ada Bulan, okay, yang buat series Toyol ni. Okay, so boleh go to Bulan NFT, and the last one is Roma The Dildo lah. Okay, so thank you guys semua. Okay, itu sahaja daripada aku, Nyei, Chicky, and Dad. Okay, thank you so much semua yang menonton. Kepada semua juga, kalau berminat nak join this show, okay, boleh je DM aku, nanti aku akan bagi tahu how. Sebenarnya kena reply je kat tweet lama tu, tapi mungkin nak search tweet lama tu susah kan. So you guys boleh DM aku akan pass the tweet lah, insyaAllah. Okay, so next week akan ada sharing session, okay, on 29, okay, 29 of January, hari Sabtu 9.30 bersama Catverse. Okay, so aku akan interview Catverse, so feel free to join in, okay. And siapa-siapa yang baru masuk mungkin terlepas dengan kita punya yang before this, InsyaAllah akan di-upload di YouTube aku. Boleh dapatkan link di profile Twitter aku lah. Ada link semuanya. Okay, thank you so much guys. Kalau ada apa-apa tersalah kata ke apa, minta banyak, and feel free to hop into my Discord. Almost every night kita ada, and nak tanya apa pun boleh. Tak setinyak kena tunggu terpilih lah untuk this show. Okay, so thank you so much guys. Jumpa lagi.
Thank you guys. Thank you
Assalamualaikum.
guys. Thank you
Thank
for
you semua.
coming.